Where is it? I'll post it again. Goodness sake. Guess. Oh. We say guess an awful lot. Ah, there it is. I will reply to it and tag you, Epic. There is kind of a clue with the picture. Well, the picture is the clue. So if you can guess what game it is, no, you're not allowed to research it or anything. I just want you to guess the game right now. No faffing around. Don't want you going looking it up. I mean, it's my photo, so you can't do a reverse image search on it, but I want guesses, and I want them right now. If you want, you can whisper them to me. I won't say who's right and who's wrong until we start the game. Okay? Which I will do right now. Because, oh, I'm so chuffed about this. Well, I'll talk about what I'm chuffed about because I might give it away. These are some great guesses. Right, I've got a piece of software called Amarek, which is a slightly better way of playing capture card things. Right, I think you've had plenty of time now, so I'll get my controller and I will get it open. Oh, actually that's a point. Probably need to mute this. Mute. Which means my audio is going to be slightly behind, but that's fine. So we have one correct guess, but that's all good, I guess.
It's me, Mario. Hello.
Epic, you get yourself a free redeemable. So, I mean, it has to be something you can already afford. So if you put it in, I will refund you it, but I'll also, you know, do the thing, whatever it is you redeem. So here we go. I have been looking forward to playing this for ages, and now it's time. Yeah. I love this game, and I have only... Okay. Okay. This is a good start. Are we doing... Yes, we were skewed. I'm not... You know me, I'm 100% serious all the time. So, what was I going to say? Yeah. Green screen mode, says Epic, so green screen mode it is. Straight in. Green? Yeah, we'll just leave it on green. That seems fair. Alright. So, yeah, I've already been messing around with it just to make sure it all works.
Dear Mario, please come to the castle.
There's your refund. Also, hi, Birdseye!
Truly, Princess Toadstool.
You were very, very close, yes, with the number 64. So, yeah, this has taken me a bit of... Yeah, you'll see the green... Oh, wait, I didn't turn the... There we go. Forgot about the major component of green screen mode. There we go. Super Mario 64 is you've never seen it before. Oh my goodness, his skin. Epic, you asked for this. This was all you're doing. So, yeah, Mario 64. This is running through my Japanese N64 via the EverDrive. This is the reduced lag edition, which is a slightly modded version of the game. And it reduces the lag because it's been recompiled, basically. Other than that, it's identical. And yeah, please turn it off. Okay. That better? Okay. Oh, thank you, Albina. That's a good shout. So Lib never owned an N64, and you know, I didn't back in the day. I was a PlayStation kid. I had a PlayStation when the PlayStation 2 was already out, because I was, you know, finger on the pulse and all that. Good afternoon, the Lakitu brothers here, reporting... There's only one of you. Reporting live from just outside the princess's castle. Mario has just arrived on the scene and will be filming the action live as he enters the castle and pursues the missing Power Stars. As seasoned cameraman, we'll be shooting from the recommended angle, but you can change the camera angle by pressing the C buttons. If we can't adjust the view any further, we'll buzz. To take a look at the surroundings, stop and press C up. Press A to resume play, blah 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 blah. So yeah, the thing with Mario 64, as you're probably aware if you know anything at all about the history of video games, not the first 3D platformer, just put that out there. Categorically not the first 3D platformer. However, it was the first one to really solidify what it was to be a 3D platformer. You know, the control scheme, the mobility options that you have, the way the worlds work, and the structure of the game all came from Mario 64. Oh no! No one's home. Now scram and don't come back. Epic? You're damn right. I'm absolutely 100% in this. Now, the thing about Mario 64, it came out in 1996. I think it was about June or July 96. So that makes it... That'll make it 25 years old this year. Interesting. In fact, I think, yeah, there was a bit of a thing. And Crash Bandicoot came out September 96, so that was already in development when this was being made, and you can see the stark differences between the two different games. They do things very differently from each other. This one's very open, you can run around in all different directions, and the structure is sort of non-linear in a way. Crash is very different from that. But, you know, it's interesting to see the different interpretations of the old 3D platformer. Will this be in the test? Oh, you bet. Am I glad to see you? Yeah. And we know what the score is. So the idea here is that the Bowser has done his classic thing and said, "Oh, Princess, you're coming with me." And Princess has been like, "Oh, Mario!" And so Mario's got to go around and collect stars because that's what he does. And the first place we need to go is this place here, which is... Do you know, it took me years to realise that that little piece of music there was a remix of the Super Mario Brothers theme.
Let's go.
Wow! You're smack in the middle of a battlefield! You found the Power Stars that Bowser stole inside the painting worlds. So yeah, this game you jump into paintings. First talk to the Bob-omb buddy, he'll certainly help you out, and so will his comrades in other areas. To read signs, blah 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 blah, yeah we know. A and B does everything. Simmons! Simmons, you also get a free redeem because you gave me the right answer ages ago for what this game is, so if you want to redeem something and you can already afford it, then I will refund your wumpers. So yes, Mario 64 time. It's kind of weird to be playing this game and because it's just such a... Oh no. Does somebody want to explain? Oh no. So thanks, Lib. So, Epic already redeemed green screen mode as his free redeem. And he asked for it to be turned off. So, here we go. Unbelievable. Oh gosh, so as I was trying to say, it's weird to be sort of playing and talking about this game because it's just so well known and so ingrained in gaming culture as I understand it. Like, it's one of those games that everybody knows. But then I realised that, you know, if you know the old XKCD strip of Lucky 10,000, there's going to be a lot of people who don't know anything about Mario 64. Lib included. Also, guys, if you want me to turn it off at any point, just say, because that looks kind of sickening. Fortunately, I don't have to look at that. Teehee. Yeah, it's. This looks fine. It may be unplayable, Skewed, but you're not the one playing it. Oh goodness. Am I playing it, or am I just running into Goombas? That's good. It's going to take me a little bit of time to get used to it again, because as Albino mentioned earlier, the controls, well, they are very... As I said, this is the first 3D platformer to do what it did in this particular way. So, oh crap. Oh crap! This is not good. Maybe I should just go and get the star that I'm supposed to be getting rather than faffing around with this one. Oh, no, I want a sequence break. No! Great start. Told you it'd take some getting used to. Yeah, the thing with... Should I turn it off now, or do you want me to leave the green screen on still? My mind's going at like 50,000 miles an hour. My mouth's sort of keeping up. Anyway, let's try that again. Connie likes it, okay. Right, as I was saying, this game, because it was the first to do a lot of things that it did, it also has to have a very special controller for it. The N64 controller, the bizarre and beautiful and unusual and never replicated N64 controller, that is built for this game. This game is the reason why the stick is so long. And it's because... Yes, we've got 1 star. It's because with a long stick, you can do things like this. You have ridiculously fine control over Mario in this game. So you can sneak, and you can walk, and you can jog, and you can run at full speed. Which is green screen, and can exit stage left now. There we go. Can you do a moonwalk? I mean, you can do this. Can I? Hang on. Just give me a sec. You can do that. Does that count? If you redeemed it again, Simmons, then you'd have to pay for it. That's coming out of your pocket. Anyway, we just did a sequence break there because you're supposed to get Big Bob on the Summit first, but I got behind Chain Chomp's gate first. So, let's go do Big Bob on the Summit. And I am going to be 100% in this, as I pick rightly asked about. Which means it's going to be a big old effort, but I think it'll be worth doing, because it'll be the first time I've ever 100% in this game. And I've been playing it for a long time. Not as long as some people, of course, but for a long time nonetheless. Do you want to see some cheese? Let's cheese. Yeah, I know 1 or 2 speedrunning tactics of this game. But not enough tactics to actually speedrun it, because that's just silly. Let's do the thing. Is this... There we go. That effect there, let me just do it again. Can I do it backwards? Does that work? Yeah, it does. That effect that you see there, that is... It took years for that to be replicated on emulators. Years and years and years. And even then, it doesn't... You see, we're playing this through... we're playing some original hardware through S-video cables, converted to HDMI through a RetroTink 2X, just so you're aware. You can't replicate that look unless you use a original console. That, yeah, it's one of the little quirks of the N64 and why it's so difficult to emulate. In fact, it took them years just to get a decent N64 emulator that was even roughly hardware accurate. Anyway, I'm rambling. This is the Big Bob-omb, and Lord of all blasting matter. King of Kabooms, the world ever. Oh, were you responsible for the nuke underneath the cathedral? Very useful. It's the Onion King. How dare! Oh, we need ET to voice this guy, don't we? Oh man, we should get ET to do a voiceover. How dare you scale my mountain? By what right do you set foot on my imperial mountaintop? You may have eluded my guards, but you'll never escape my grasp. And you'll never take away my power star. I hereby challenge you, Mario. If you want the star I held, you must prove yourself in battle. Can you pick me up from the back and hurl me into this royal turf? I think that you cannot. Boss battle number 1. They get straight in there. They don't mess around with Mario 64. They just chuck you right in at the deep end with a nice boss battle. And what you do is you grab him by the butt, and then you throw him over here. And then he has another go. And then what you do is you run around, and you grab him by the butt. Raise the butt, indeed. You give him a chuck. I don't get what makes this turf so royal, by the way. There's no ear. Look, he challenged me, right? It was consensual. What? Can it be that a pipsqueak like you has defused the Bob-omb King? You might be fast enough to ground me, but you'll have to pick up the pace if you want to take King Bowser by the tail. Methinks my troops could learn a lesson from you. Here is your star, as I promised, Mario. If you want to see me again, select this star from the menu. For now, farewell. So he's all, right, yeah, I'll give you my star, fair and square, you beat me. Then the guy just blows up. So much for the King of Bob-ombs, he's had it. Also, just did a speedrunning tactic. Didn't see that, did you? Wow, went by. Flashed before your eyes, before you could even comprehend. I bet I won't be able to do it again as well. It's kind of tricky. Okay. Might as well do as many as I can. Foot race with Koopa the Quick. Mario is now the king, of course. But we also need to talk to this fella. Yo. Overtime. Thank you, Epic. I will, I'm very grateful. Okay, we're peace-loving Bob-ombs, so we don't use cannons. Oh, I see. I see how it is. Well, I'm not going to complain. But if you'd like to blast off, we don't mind. Help yourself. We'll prepare all the cannons in this course for you to use. Bon voyage! I ain't refunding nothing, Skewed. That's nothing to do with me. Ready for blast off? Come on, hop into the cannon. You can reach the star on the floating island by using the 4 cannons. Use the control stick to aim, then press A to fire. Yes, yes, yes. Oh, hang on, I missed that little bit of dialogue where he said, if you're handy, you can grab onto trees. Yeah. Writing's a bit weird. Hey, don't talk about Cooper the Quick like that. Poor guy, look at him. Look at that face. How can you say such mean things? Look at him. It's Albino's birthday. Can you maybe take away... I can't now. I do not have the power. However, I do have the power to race this Cooper. And I'm going to do it legit. I'm not going to go into any warps or anything like that. Hey, Mario. Is it true that you beat the Big Bob-omb? Cool! You must be strong and pretty fast. So, how fast are you anyway? He's massive, is this Cooper? Fast enough to beat me, Cooper the Quick? I don't think so. Just try me. He's not got a very imaginative name, has he? He's a Koopa Trooper and he's called Cooper. That'd be like me being called Human. How about a race to the mountaintop where the Big Bob-omb was? Yes, let's race to the graveyard of the Big Bob-omb. That's nice. When I say go, let the race begin. Let's do it. Time to race a Koopa. Let's do some long jumping. Whee! So, yeah, that's another thing that Mario 64 does that no other game, other than the later Mario platformers, has done. The fact that you have so many different options for jumping around and stuff. I mean, Spyro kind of replicates it with gliding and hovering and stuff. Oh balls, literally. But there's nothing quite like this game in terms of, you know, just being able to get around. I'll use the word again, mobility. That's what it's all about. Oops. And I find that quite interesting. I think, yeah, if you play many other 3D platformers, then they tend to go for like double jumps and stuff like that. But they don't do, like, I don't find double jumps very satisfying, to be honest. They kind of just, they feel like something that people feel like they have to include, whereas something like this, you know, it feels like you really need to work for it, and you can get the really high jumps that way. Of course, the levels have to be designed around that as well, so it's not quite as simple as that. Hi! You really are fast! A human blur! See? Told you. Cooper the Quick agrees, skewed. Here you go. You've won it fair and square. Now, what were you doing with that, Cooper the Quick? Anyway, the speedrunning tactic that I mentioned before. Normally, if you jump into a star, that happens. But if you ground pound directly under the star, then you fall to the ground a lot quicker. And that's a speedrunning tactic. So we can now open doors with 3 on their door. Epic, I think. You probably bang on there, to be honest. Because, like I say, this game was the first of its kind, and I mean the N64 was just something else when it came out. You know. The PlayStation was out. That came out in '95 in Japan, and the N64 was '96. So the PlayStation was already at large, but like I said, there was anything like... The closest the PlayStation had at this point was Jumping Flash. And I mean, you've all seen... I imagine you've seen Jumping Flash. If you remember, I played it for the Streamathon. By the way, speedrunning. Ready? Yeah, strats. Yeah. Jumping Flash was the closest thing they had on the PlayStation, and that was nothing like this. Epic, yeah. This game was just such a phenomenon, and like he says, it is. The fact that it's a really good game and stands up today as well. It's it's insane. Just how much of an impact it made. And you know, it was at a time when Nintendo were very innovative, a lot more innovative than they are now, I would say, because well, the Switch, yeah, it's a really good console, is the Switch, but I feel like I may be disagreed with, and this may be a hotly contested topic, but I feel that the hybrid mode is getting to be a bit more of a gimmick now. You know, being able to pull the controllers off and use one each. I feel like the only games that use that have already been and gone. But I mean, I could be wrong. I could be entirely wrong about that. But yeah, this has aged better than so many other games that came out around the time. Oh yeah, the Switch is a great console. Don't get me wrong. I just the Joy-Con thing of being able to, you know, have a half a controller each and be able to play it in all these different ways. It's I don't know. It doesn't seem to have been used all that much, and the Switch has kind of become. I mean, the fact that you can play it as a handheld or as a console is still a pretty incredible feature. Pop. Yeah, the whole oh, let's put it on the table on a train. Let's fold this out and then put our put the kickstand down and let's get our Joy-Cons out and have a good time. Yeah, that doesn't seem to have really caught on. Weather, thankfully Weather agrees with me. Guess what I'm trying to get across here. Right, the last red coin is over there. But yeah, this was this felt like an era when Nintendo and really everybody was innovating left and right, and you only need to look at Fallout for that, because like Fallout, there was nothing quite like Fallout when that came out. Lib doesn't agree. I mean, like I say, it's I did say that it would be a contested topic, and that's just how it is. Oh, Simmons, well, thank you for coming along in your break. It was great to see you, and everybody appreciated you putting the green screen on. Work or wake? He's not from Liverpool, Skewed. I suppose back when we can't do that yet. We cannot do that yet because, well, I mean, we're contented to do it if we'd spend half an hour. You'll see what I mean. Yeah, we need this to be active, and it is not, so I'm going to have to exit course. The thing with modern consoles is that there's not as much innovation you can even do outside of making a console that is a hybrid console handheld. I mean, that's about as far as you can get. Or VR. VR is the most innovative thing today, and even that is kind of just like, well, it's just a different way of playing the games that you're already playing. But I feel like in the mid-90s, 3D had just become a thing, and so everybody was trying all these different things to see what would work and what wouldn't. Nintendo kind of hit hit the jackpot straight away with Mario 64. But, you know, then you've got the likes of Bubsy 3D, and that was just a joke. But so it was a lot easier to do an experiment with things because they hadn't been done before, whereas today, well, they have been done because, you know, it was all done in the 90s. So all the innovation, all the massive steps in games, you know, getting a new console and it being radically different to the one that you had previously. You know, like the N64 was, you know, totally different from the SNES in terms of its capabilities, and the SNES was totally different to the NES in terms of its capabilities. Things like that. And the Xbox One X is not totally different to the Xbox One in terms of its capabilities. It's just more powerful version of the same thing. Get out of it. So let me just catch up on the chat. We've got Karen. The shared Joy-Cons may be more used by families or a group of friends where they weren't planning to play but have it in the bag. Yeah, I mean, I can see that. You still kind of have to have a surface to play it on, though. That's kind of the thing. And Super Duper Alex 63, hi. I judge from your username that you're a bit of a fan of this game. I welcome you. As I get beaten up by... Oh, can you not take them out while they're awake? Well, that's news to me. There we go. The gimmicks aren't what people remember usually, it's the games. I see that. I see that. Yes and no. The thing is, it's sometimes the gimmicks that makes the games, like the analog controller for the N64. Once again, nobody had done that. The PlayStation Dual Analog wouldn't come out for a bit. That wasn't out with the console. You just had a D-pad for that for the first couple of years of its life. And even then, like, you didn't have Rumble. The N64 had the Rumble pack, didn't it? Which was an optional extra. But, like, oh, should we do some speedrunning here? Right, let's see if I can pull it off. Hold on. I have done this once. How did I do it? I'm trying to remember how I got up there. I probably can't manage it this time. I think I got it on a fluke last time I did it. What you're supposed to do is get exactly the right angle. Oh, and then you do it. There you go. Hey! The Wii. I think the Wii is an excellent console. I think the Wii had the problem that had a gimmick that was overused, like massively overused. Because every single game felt like they needed to use the motion controls in some manner. And that it didn't need to be. And I think it actually was to many games' detriment that they required the motion controls. Case in point, I've got 2 games here that, in fact, 3 games. One is Twilight Princess, which uses the motion controls for combat, and I think it's been a long time since I played the Wii version, so I don't know to what extent. But I'm pretty sure, like, you had to swing the Wii remote around to use your sword, and then use the nunchuck to raise your shield and all this. And I feel like they could have just given you the option to play with a controller and had done with it. Number 2, New Super Mario Bros. Wii. That is a flipping pain in the butt. You have to keep waggling the controller around to do a jump that requires some kind of precise timing. So that's not great, and you have to sort of shake it around when you're sort of falling in the air. To reduce your falling speed. There's some power up, like the helicopter hat, I think it's something like that. So that again could have been very happy played with a classic controller or the GameCube controller. Otto mentioned Skyward Swords that have the same problems as Twilight Princess. And Epic's beat me to it, Super Mario Galaxy. That game would be fantastic if you could play it with a GameCube controller. I wish I could. And you know, you can emulate it and change the controls, but the problem is, it relies on being able to point to the screen. You know, you've got a lot of puzzles that require you to fire things out of your Wii remote and this and that, and so it's not really viable to do it that way. You end up having to do workarounds, so it's not a great idea really. So you end up just having an aching wrist instead, which is just great. Yeah, I was just thinking about that, whether the Switch part of Super Mario Galaxy. Yeah, that would be it would be good to know how that was. I'm curious as to how they would have done the Starbit stuff. You see, yeah, some games, the games that were built with the motion controls in mind, rather than being built and then the motion controls just kind of being thrown on at the last minute, or chucked in there for the sake of it because they existed. They were fine. They were excellent. WarioWare Smooth Moves is brilliant. And Wii Sports, you know, you really can't knock Wii Sports for what that was doing at the time. It's just incredible. And of course its follow-up. You know, a lot of the party games were just magnificent. I'm just trying to think what the Wii games. Archery is. Oh, by the way, more speedrunning tactics. I didn't point that out. Yeah, it's the speedrunning tactic of those guys. If you're currently in the middle of a ground pound, comme ça, then they just go right through you, which is brilliant. So, in this game, there are 7 stars per level. The 7th one only appears when you collect 100 coins, which is sometimes extremely difficult to do. Not so much on this one. This is the easiest level to do it on, I think. Also, do you want to see something funny? If I stand here... Here we go. I've always loved that. I thought that was it's extremely novel. Anyway. Yeah, Mario Galaxy, Legend of Zelda, all those. Right, so there's I want to go and get that red coin because I'm going against the rules. Hey! You're not supposed to be able to get over there yet, but I did. And then it's just a case of jumping across here, and ta-da! And then gotta go back down to the start of the level. And I'm going to do this safely in case I fall off and fall to my doom, as is a common risk in platform games. Yeah, there was a lot of games on the Wii that worked great, and then others that just kind of had motion control because it was there. Whether I'm pretty sure when 3D All-Stars came out, one of the criticisms was that Mario 64 and Sunshine have not changed at all, and that could have been an opportunity to do a remaster. Now, Epic, the thing with the GameCube is that it is pretty much a Wii, just without the motion controls. And yeah, it is an incredible console. It's for its time, that was really powerful. So I've unlocked 8 power stars, which means I can open the door with the big star, but I'm not going to yet, because there's no reason to do it so yet. Yeah, at the GameCube, unfortunately, didn't do as well as it should have, I don't think. And I honestly think part of that was because they didn't have a... I think it took a while for them to have a major Mario game on there, and a major Zelda game on there. And so you had all the... oh, balls. you've got a ton of Mario sports games which came out, but you didn't. I think Mario Sunshine took a couple of years before it materialised. Oh wait, so don't fall off that. I know I could get over there by jumping, but I don't want to because I'll probably fall off. I'll have to go all the way back up. Might as well wait. There we go. Now I can jump across. Yeah. I also think that I don't know. Oh. Well, that's never happened. Mario wasn't feeling particularly powerful today. I think another problem, not a problem as such, but I think something that put a lot of people off was the controller, because this guy's a bit tragic, because he's like, you know, we're downtrodden. You see? He's got genuine grievances. But then he's like, I'll crush you just for fun, and then he starts insulting you, so you know. Instead of opening up... Oh, didn't time that quite right. Well, give it another try. No. That's more like it. No. Okay. Come on, I can do this. There we go. No, 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 no. I don't know what happened there. I think I'm too far back. Oh well. Yeah. The controller probably put a lot of people off because it's just so weird. And I think the GameCube controller is one of the best. It's a great controller. It feels fantastic. But, you know, a lot of people look at it and think it looks like a fish price tag. And who can blame them, really? So yeah, the thing is, if you play certain games, you play on the GameCube, but they're like cross-platform games, you'll play them on the GameCube, and the GameCube version is the best version. The controller's just great. Now then. So he's not there yet, okay. What are we doing now? We need to just do the same thing again, except with a bit more platforming. Oops. There we go. Come on. You know what? I don't think I've ever played Monkey Ball on the GameCube. I've played it. I played the arcade version with the banana controller. That was a lot of fun. That was at Arcade Club. But I've not played. Don't think I've played a console version at all. Maybe I need to give it a go. You know what else? Something that I would really like to give a have some just spend some time with is the Dreamcast. Because I at the time it didn't seem to get that much publicity. Not that I remember. I remember it being mentioned on like gaming, you know, TV shows about games. You know, they always said, "Oh, it's out on Dreamcast," but they never actually talked about the Dreamcast, and I never saw one. I can't even remember if I saw any games for it back in the day, either on TV or, you know, physically. They'll have been in the game shops and stuff, but I just don't know. The Dreamcast did not seem to get that much publicity. Even less so than the GameCube, which is a shame because if you look at Dreamcast games, they are so ahead of the time. They are just mind-blowingly good looking, and it's like easily a couple of generations ahead. And this is in 1999. Which is just madness. If you look at... I mean, they were still making games for the N64 in 1999. Fair enough, of course. That makes sense. Hi. I need you to open this for me. Please. And then you look at the Dreamcast games and they're just like, what? You look at Crazy Taxi and that looks like something from the 360. The version of Daytona on Dreamcast, I've never played it, but it looks insanely good. Anyway, I don't need to be in the cannon, I need to be over there. Because... Owl! Oh, he's already out. Epic saying it was really hard to develop for. Probably right. That does tend to be the case, doesn't it? But... I mean, you say that, but the PlayStation 2 was supposedly really hard to do. Why do I keep falling in that direction? Whoa, physics. Yeah, the PS2 is apparently super hard to develop for, but I guess because of the strength of the PlayStation brand, that's why everybody developed for it. Probably because everybody bought one. And that came a year later, but Dreamcast games still looked better than PS2 games. Dreamcast, poor thing. It just did not have. It didn't have a good innings, did it? It's a real shame. It's a bit like the Amiga, actually. It feels like any time a system comes out that's so much more powerful and capable than its contemporaries, it just gets completely forgotten and steamrolled. I know that the Amiga's not a forgotten system by any stretch, but you look at Amiga games and then most of them do not make use of the power of the Amiga. Now that thing was such a workhorse. It's incredibly ahead of its time. So innovative. And the problem was, like with the Dreamcast, it was also extremely hard to develop for because of all the custom chips and stuff in it. Which is a shame because half the games you play on it, they're quite awful, really. They released the Dreamcast without letting the devs use dev consoles beforehand. They struggled playing catch-up learning the console architecture. Oh, that sucks. Right. Gotta try and get this started. This might take a few goes. Yeah. I think as well, part of the problem with the Dreamcast was that the Saturn had not long since been released. I think... Was the Saturn 1996 or 95? No, it might have been a bit earlier than that, actually. 94. I'm going to say 94 for the Saturn. So that hadn't been out long, really. And that, to my understanding, was kind of a flop in itself. Because it didn't have the 3D performance of its contemporaries. The Saturn was a 2D machine. That could do 2D like no other, but... Well, no other unless you're talking about the Neo Geo, but that's by the by. But the 3D was really, really lacking on the Saturn, and therefore it didn't do as well. And that probably didn't help the Dreamcast. 94 in Japan, right? Okay. So this is secret level number 1. This is the it's not really a secret as such. Kind of need it to progress. This is the wing cap thing. And the wing cap is very much like the cape from Super Mario World. '94 was a good year, yeah. Yeah, the VMU. Sony tried to emulate the VMU. They nicked the idea for the Pocket Station, I think. Or did the Pocket Station come from... Oh, I don't know. Yeah, I think there were a number of issues that made the Dreamcast kind of fail. However, the technology was also used in the arcades, which I think part of the reason why it was just so powerful is because it was arcade technology. And that's a question. Something that I wouldn't have been privy to back at the time. Was the Dreamcast expensive? Because, you know, yeah, the Sega name. Oh no! Come on! Come on! We've got to get that star. I imagine it was probably quite an expensive machine. In the arcades, it was referred to as Naomi, which is basically the same thing, I think. And then you had the Atomis Wave, which I believe is based on the Dreamcast as well. In fact, Metal Slug 6, the Metal Slug games were all Neo Geo games, as I'm sure you're aware. If you're not, well, you are now. And the Neo Geo was the most powerful thing ever. It could only do 2D, but by golly, could it do 2D. And when Metal Slug 6 came out, that was on the Atomis Wave, which I believe, like I say, was based on the Dreamcast. So that kind of says a lot about how powerful the Dreamcast was. IGN says Dreamcast was £199 on release. Right. How much is that in today money? $199. Is that in 1999? £352.86. About average then, really. So it wasn't mega expensive, unlike the Neo Geo where that was 800 quid, I'm pretty sure. You had to remortgage your house to get that thing. Crikey. Okay, where we're going to go next? I think we should go up here. And there's also a secret here that absolutely it makes me feel extremely uncomfortable, does this area, because it's just a room absolutely chock full with water. So let's get through this as quickly as possible. And of course, yeah, every 3D platformer, because this did it, every 3D platformer is going to have a swimming section. And swimming in 3D platformers is universally awful. Both PS1 and PS2 were more expensive. That is fascinating. They must have subsidised that against the earnings from the arcades then, because Sega was massive in the arcades back then. Like I say, Crazy Taxi, you had that. Daytona was probably. I mean, Daytona 2 would have been out by then. I don't think that did as well. You know, Outrun 2, wasn't it? I'm trying to think what Sega was doing in the arcades in the late 90s. Soul Calibur was one of them. That was based on the Naomi hardware. That was Dreamcast. I know that wasn't a Sega property, but it was still on Sega's hardware. Thank goodness we got that done. PS1 and PS2 are more expensive. Yeah. So, this is one of the levels that lags horribly. And Mario 64 is well known for being a very laggy game. So we see frame drops here, and this is, like I say, this is a reduced lag version. So it's a ROM hack basically. And just to make it clear, I am using my EverDrive for this. Oh, there we go. Which is why I'm able to play a ROM hack on my N64. I don't really know where I'm going. I'm just kind of running around. And it still lags. that was the point I was making. It still lags horrendously in certain areas. Right, I'm not going for red coins straight away, cause there are bigger fish to fry. Not in that direction, either. And yes, Weather, this music is absolutely wonderful. So, there's this big eel here. And you're supposed to get him to come out of his hole. And I'm not really sure what the... Oh gosh. Hurry, 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 hurry! No! That is also a feature of 3D platformers. Traumatizing drowning animations. But we shan't worry too much about that. They always are. I don't get it. Like, they always show drowning very graphically in 3D platformers. Unlike in 2D platformers, where the worst that happens is you just fall off the screen. Case in point, Sonic. This one started a trend of horrific drowning in games. Anyway, what are you supposed to do to get this fella to come out? Do you just gotta wait? There's a 1-up. Give me the 1-up. Come here. Oh, come on. Yeah, I'm never sure what it is, what the plan is with this guy. I'm sure there's a knack, but... Come on, come on, come on. I don't know how close I am to the surface because the texture's so massive. Have you not come out yet? Come on, fella. You know you want... Oh, wait. I'll have you. Yes, you have. You have. You have. In we go. Whoa, 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 where are we? Where am I? Okay. So what I like to do here is first get some air. So they like this little motif on this level. The treasure chests, and you've got to get them in the right order. Otherwise you get... Well, what happens to you is the same as what happened to all the Super Mutants when I shot them with my ray gun. You get Zappo. And I do not remember what order you're supposed to do them in, and I never do remember what order you're supposed to do them in, so I'm going to get Zappo. Probably a couple of times. Oh, maybe I do remember. Come on, I want the airball. So you do that, and then the water level starts to fall, and you've got to make it up here as quickly as you can so you avoid doing any platforming that you don't need to do. Speedrunning! Yeah! That's the way you do it. Okay, let's keep going. Ba 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 ba. Can the eel come out to play? I don't know, can it? Not for me to ask such things. I question not the eel. I just go and see if eel will give me a star. I think the eel is probably the thing in this game that's aged the worst. Because I mean, they tried, didn't they? But... Come on, eel. Oh! Crikey. That was terrifying. Yeah, come on then, come on. Out you come. That's very non-committal, eel. You can do better than that. That thing is scary. How have I never seen that happen before? Considering I've got this star before. Eel. Yes, I'm here. Why don't you come out and see me? Ah, there we go. Now you've just got to... Ow! Crimes. Crap, 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 crap. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Whew. Phew. Okay. Catch a falling star and put it on your eel. There we go. I need a snorkel. It'd have to be a heck of a snorkel to get all the way to the surface. Mario hasn't got time for that. Yeah! I need that thing that the Jedi had in Star Wars. Ba 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 ba. Treasure of the Ocean Cave. Let's go and have a look. Connie's not a fan of the eel. Reminds me of the song that Mario sang in Mario Teaches Typing. The one with the big head. The one that's even more terrifying than the one in this. Actually, this one's not very terrifying. It just looks silly. Right. So this is the underwater cave with Goombas and falling rocks that will fall on your head. But first they spin around to place you. Watch. Did you see? Oh, there's not one there. Okay, so this is the same deal again. You've got to get them in the right order, and if you don't get in the right order, there's up here. Very good. Yes, very good. No, not that one. Pretty sure. Dee-dee. And then... I mean, it's not much of a speedrunning tactic if I have to position myself and spend ages doing that first. Anyway, I'm not a speedrunner. And I am... I do not intend to enter into speedrunning this game because there are people at it that are much, 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 much better than I will ever be. So... it's just... I like to employ the speedrunning tactics to make myself feel clever, but beyond that, I think I'll stick to just playing casually. Casually, 100% in games. It works. Okay, up we come. The N64 speedrunners, honestly, they are machines. I have watched speedruns of this game. I don't know what they do or how they do it. I know the few tiny little strategies that I have learnt, picked up. And I know about the backwards long jump, but there's some things they do, man. They exploit this game. To use a phrase not common in this country, 7 ways to Sunday? Or is it 6 ways to Sunday? Or is it 9 ways to Sunday? Or is it 10 ways to Thursday? Oh, GDQ is excellent. I love the I mean, I tend to stick to the games that I know because I don't want spoilers and stuff. I remember watching the Fallout marathon. That was quite interesting. Yeah, they exploited Fallout 3 like nobody's business. That was insane. And the thing is, Fallout 1, you can go right to the end if you're sneaky enough. I can see how you could complete that game super quickly if you put everything into science and sneak. You basically won, haven't you? As long as you get lucky, I suppose. Yeah, I do love GDQ. I really like the Awful Games highlights. They are just excellent. Because they're like the energy of the audience really does help. Oh yeah. I get that. Sometimes it is a little bit, you know. I think you get that with anything like that, though, don't you? Eat the fish. Eat the fish. Eat the fish. And I like the things like save the animals, kill the animals, and the various responses that you get from that. Oh, it's all good. It's all good fun, is GDQ. It's a shame that they've had to do it isolated past couple of years. I mean, all credit to them for keeping it. The show must go on and all that. I just don't think it's got quite the same feel when you've not got a massive crowd behind you, on the couch. Yeah. Still, it's still fun to watch the streamers doing their thing, but it's not quite the same. And then sometimes the streamer doesn't say anything at all, which is fair enough. They're concentrating on getting their time and, you know, playing these games to the ridiculous degree that they do. So I respect them being a little less talkative. But that doesn't really that doesn't really work if it's just you. I mean, maybe it does, I don't know. Anyway, yeah, GDQ. So it's a lot of fun. That's why they have a couch. Indeed, yeah. That's kind of the whole point, isn't it? So they can explain things. Come on, can I just get hold of this stinking pillar? Come on, Mario. I'm sure you can grab hold of that. With them big hands, you can grab hold of anything. There was a Deus Ex speedrun that I really enjoyed, and the runner the runner was actually commentating it, which was good. Ah! There was a really good Human Revolution speedrun as well. That was funny. Sometimes you get a runner that's just like a natural showman as well, so that does help, or a show person, I should say. Yeah, the guy who did Human Revolution, he was great. Right, I must be high enough now. If I go over it, then I'm going to be cross. Oh, what? I think I was just on the border. I really need to grab hold of this thing. So I can get the... There's a star over there and I want it! I want it! Why is this so difficult? Okay. I really need to pay attention to where I've aimed previously. Right, come on. There we go. Oh boy. That took some doing. Blimey. Okay, let's try and get the red coins. When I've tried this before, just playing on my own, I've managed to get 7 of the red coins, but I've never been able to find the 8th one. No idea where it is. So there's 3 on the ship, there's 3 under the water, and there's 1 there. So let's go spelunking and see. Spelunking? Do you spelunk underwater? Don't think you do you? So there's 1 in here. Might be 1 in this oyster as well. No, I took a hit for no reason there, but we can get a... Oh, Come on, give me the shell. Why do I take a hit when it's closed and not moving? Come on, I just want the shell. Oh. Well, I guess that didn't want to stick around. What happened there? That shell had places to be. Come on, open up. So that's... Nice one, Weather. Come on. Come on. Come on. You ain't got all day. 4. So, I mean, I'm feeling like there's another one underwater, but there's nowhere else it can be. So let's just move on to where I know the other 3 are. And then there's just this last one. I have no idea where it is. Oh, is it? Oh, there it is! I had no idea that was there. Wow. Okay, well, never mind. That's, don't need to worry about that for much. Come on, Mario! There we go. I'm gonna do that the proper way. Go! Oh, I need to sneeze. Oh, that's me. There. I'm allergic to boxes with poison skull and crossbones on them. Thank you, Weather. And could you butter it? It's right there. Thank you, Otto. Okay, next one. I suspect, yeah, I can't get this last one because it requires me to have this unlocked. So, can't do that. So let's move on to the next level. Ka-ching, 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 ka-ching. Into the star power, the door slowly opens. I bet Bowser's tapping his feet like, where is he? Come on. Set up these doors so I don't have to wait around. Because, you know, we could have fought him by now. Please enter the cottage first. Okay. Okay. This is a classic level. And I downloaded a Mario Kart. Whoa! A Mario Kart Wii mod that adds this as a track. If you're curious, it's called MKW Retro, and it's really difficult to install. Epic, you might need to remind me what the thing is. I don't remember what the thing is. Also, while I'm doing the you know what, I'll throw the baby off the cliff. Tell you what, let's do the second race. Whoa, 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 whoa. Let's do the second race, and in the meantime, I'll give you 2 minutes. There you go. Down to you. Save and continue. 2 minutes is probably not enough, but it's probably too long because I'm going to do the race. However, I'm also going to collect a few coins while I'm at it to hopefully get the 100 coins during this race. Hi there. Oh, pardon me. Hey Mario, buddy, how's it going? Step right up, you look like a fast sledding kind of guy. I know speed when I see it, yes sirree. I'm the world champion sledder, you know. What you say? How about a race? E.T., I'm late. Sorry, we needed you earlier to voice the Big Bob-omb. Whoa! You raced dirty, Penguin. Okay. So you can play that game. Come here. Sit down. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Okay. Well, E.T., I'll make your life a bit easier. We're on 3. I don't know. I think we would have lost count with Fallout ages ago. Tell you what, let's just race this penguin and not worry about the coins. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Let's worry about the coins later. If we can come back down the slope again. No! Penguin! Stop being so fast! And shoving me out of the way! Ah. I did wonder about that, E.T., because, oh no. Epic threw all his wumpers at, throwing the baby off the cliff. Okay. Pole number 2, then. I don't, no, sorry. It's not cheating. It's the system, isn't it? It's, Right, we can beat this stupid penguin. He's not going to shove me off the edge this time. I'm just going to try and get as much of a lead as I can. Let's not jump here because that wastes time. I can't use the shortcut because he calls you out for it. And he says, "Hey, you cheated!" Oh, it's this corner. Oh, there we go. Right, okay, come on. Let's just keep it going, keep it going. No! No, 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 no. Ah! Come on, get on with it. You broke my record! Unbelievable. I knew that you were the coolest. Now you've proven that you're also the fastest. I can't award you a gold medal, but here, take this star instead. You've earned it. I really wanted a chocolate coin, but I guess that's out of the question. Here we go! Mamma mia! Yes, yes, yes. Okay, well, might as well try and get some coins while the pole's still running. Well, saying that, it's nearly done, isn't it? Right, you're still here. I don't want to race you. Oh no, I want the blue coin, I want the blue coin, I want the blue coin! Didn't get the blue coin. I'm in no particular rush to get down this time. I just want the coins. So, down here. Both? Who voted for both? Them poor penguins. Connie would be disappointed in you. So, we can exit the house. Oh no, a star. But then we can go back in, and in the meantime, hello. Okay, here goes number 1. I feel terrible for doing this. Let's get as close to it as possible. Sorry whether the people have spoken. Wait a minute, what's that I hear? He's safe and sound. Well, can't be having that. Says a lot about society. What you say about his company is what you say about society. Bye. Penguin soup, anyone? Okay, let's try this slide again and try and get some more coins, because there's a ton of coins in here. Excuse me. Well, it looks like that blue coin's gone for good. That's a bit of a shame, isn't it? Doesn't really have a second chance with that. But it's fine. And the thing is with the 100 coins is that every coin counts. Okay, there's tons of them here. Woohoo! Got them all. Nice. Right, there's quite a few down here and all that. Loads of money. So, blue coin, no. However, there's plenty more coins we can get, and we only need 20 more coins. One of them is around here. And while I'm at it, I've got 4 red coins already, so I might as well go for all red coins. You've got some coins for me, haven't you? Yep. Give me all your bottle caps. Let's go this way. Some coins there. And some more there. Did you enjoy Mario Odyssey? I haven't played it. Oh boy. Jump, 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 jump! Yes!
Here we go.
I have. Thank you. Yeah, I haven't played Mario Odyssey, which is a bit of a shame. Oh, crimes! No! At least I got a star out of it.
Mamma mia.
Let's take the penguin to his mum. Come here. I think it's a her, actually. Come here. Come on. No, 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 no. Game. I require this penguin. This penguin is required by me. Tum, tum, tum. Come here. No. Yeah, speedrunning stress. Oh no, he's gone. Where you gone? Both, E.T. Although I do have, I think I do have access to it currently, the game and the console. But I'm saving it. Let's see why. Ooh. Well, I think the easier option. Oh no! No, I don't want to go over there. I don't want to go over there. Here we go. You can make it up most slopes. By doing this, it's called silly kicking. What? Did the penguin just fall over? Where you going, penguin? So, hold on a tick. Is this a thing? I mean, I can't really test it because the penguin's in my hand, but... Oh, I survived that fall. Interesting. Ugh. Ah, I can't use that little lift thing because it's not there. How do people cope in this society? Now, this Mario 64 is kind of on the opposite end of the spectrum to Fallout in many, many ways, including the fact that I said Fallout Fallout's a little bit dated, and the controls are a bit wonky, and it can sometimes be really slow. But it draws you in with its atmosphere and its world, and it's believable. This game controls extremely well, still holds up today, not as dated as it could be, still works great. But it is not believable in the slightest. Because, like, how would anybody do anything here in this world? There's nothing about, there's nowhere to go. You've got this tiny little island, that's it. What do you eat? So, yeah, there's a little bit of a... suspension of disbelief here. In fact, a lot of suspension of disbelief, let's face it. Right, let's try this again. Let's get some red coins. Mr. Penguin. Oh, he's still there. Okay, well, I don't care. Just want this blue coin. Oh, wait, I've already got the 100 coins, haven't I? Oh, well. In that case, let's cheat. I have never managed to do that before. Might not live to tell the tale! Oh, Mario, why are you going backwards? It's fine. I just need the red coins. Don't need to faff around with getting slide done or all like that. I've just got to remember where all the red coins are. One of them is down here. Okay. Give me that. I wonder what the red coins are made out of. There's another speedrunning strat. Long jump everywhere! Woohoo! Get up. This snow must be remarkably soft if you can get stuck in it like that. Okay, we can kill 2 stones with 1 bird here, I think. Or maybe we can't. No, we can just... Why is this guy here? Prepare the cannon for me. He's all the way down there. What are you doing? Come on, hop into the cannon. Okay. That's always a bit of a risky move because I'm never sure if it's actually going to pick me up, that wind. Okay, E.T., I'll try not to die then. If it wasn't for overtime, then it wouldn't matter so much because I would be finishing soon, but overtime is there, so... And I will do the thing. Don't worry, I haven't forgotten. How many am I up to? 4. Right, is there one here? I think there might be. awkward little bit where there's also blue coins. 2 of them. Great. Yeah, there's boatloads of coins on this level. Ah, that was it. Yeah. Right, I need to return to where I was. Let's try and get a few more. Actually, I don't think there are any more coins I can get without going back. So let's go back. Oh no! Okay, down the slope. The new Witcher Season 2 trailer is out. Have to wait till November though. Oh no! It'll be here before you know it. This year's gone by. This year is currently going by rather alarmingly quickly. Oof. So yeah, right. Okay, we've got a bit of a tricky jump coming up here. Balls. Can I make it up with silly kicks? I don't think there's enough of a slope to even stand on, let alone silly kick my way up. No. It's too steep, is that? That's a really tricky jump to make. Because you do need to get up there because one of the coins is up there. Oh, fine. Oven glove snowmen. Oh, there might be one around here somewhere. I know there's one in this corner here, yeah. Doodle-doo. There's this. Whoa! No! Oh, poo. Damn it.
Mamma mia!
You're gonna have to make something up, E.T. Also.
Time extension. Let's go.
It's been a while since we had that, isn't it? Right, little penguin, we are going to get all the red coins this time. that works, E.T., that totally works. I'll take it. This is his head. I don't know about that. Define head. Actually, don't. Please don't. Do not. Right, can I make this jump? Hey, Steve. Bet you I can make that jump. No! No! It might be easier if I slide from the very top and just slide onto it. That may be a better bet. It's a define head in a non-lewd way. Okay. It wasn't close. Don't be daft. Right, so if I slide down here... Oh. Look at this, a 1-up. And, sneak round. Koigen. Give me the Koigen. Right. Now, next one. Next one. Down here. Ooh. 6. I must be missing a couple from further down. Maybe. Oh, I thought I could just make it. Yep. So, got them two. Got that one. Oh, there's one there. I don't believe there's one across there. We do need to go across there at some stage. Ah, there it is. Hooray! I like this little area here because it kind of suggests that they put the lift in and then realised, oh, it's not going to get all the way up to this level. So they just kind of cut out a chunk and lowered it and then put the lift in. Which I find rather amusing. It's a bit like my philosophy with making roller coasters from Roller Coaster Tycoon. I.e. there is no philosophy and there are no rules. These guys are so difficult to get past without taking a hit. Right, now the star is all the way over there, but I can't reach it easily. Never mind. Didn't think I could quite make the jump, but it turns out you can just make it. Okay, next we are introduced to a concept. I'm not going to do that one yet, partly because I have no idea how to do it, but yeah. Mario, stop moaning, come on. Right, can I, No! I was trying to do that in a controlled way so I'd fall onto it, but... Number 8. And let's do it properly. Come on. Oh, yeah. I did. I fell off the cliff. That's a very good special ability, that. Right, now, can I get across here without dying? Go! Ooh, just made it. So you've got these awkward dizzy daisies, I think they're called. Crazy daisies, that's it. Dizzy daisies. So, this introduces a concept that would go on to be a very major part of not only future Mario games, but every 3D platformer, it seems. Or very many 3D platformers, and that's the wall jump, which I've just done flawlessly, and I'm quite impressed at that because I'm... Didn't even have time to explain it. Wow. Wall kicks will work. So, yeah, there's... Let's go to the Snowman's Lost His Head. So, I have always been a bit stumped by this. I'm really not sure what it is you're supposed to do here. So, you need to go down here. And... there's this fella, right? And he's not very happy because... Oh no! Talk about out-of-body experiences. My body has melted away! Have you run into any headhunters lately? I sure could use a new body. Brrr, my face might freeze like this. So, that guy's there, and you're like, okay, what do? But... can I jump over? Oh, why are you so difficult to get past, you stupid snowman? Let's just go back up to the top. Because if we go up the cliff here, look, there is a snowball here. I need a good head on my shoulders. Do you know of anybody in need of a good body? Please, I'll follow you if you do. So then he rolls off, and I think what you're supposed to do is get in front of it. So I think if I go down here, I think you're supposed to stand in such a place that it can see you and follow you. But every time I try it, it always rolls over there and off the cliff. I have no idea what I'm supposed to do here. You can stand right next to the snowman, you can stand over here. You can stand, you can be really precise and like try and get the snowball to follow you precisely. Precise. Nothing seems to work, and I have no idea what you're supposed to do. So, you know, if anybody has any ideas, do write in. Get out of it. There we are, that's the trick. So you keep going to the top. You see in the DS version, which I have played extensively, I actually played that a lot more. Well, I put more time into that first. Right. So let's try and just stay. Ah! So much for staying ahead of it. Good grief. This is the difficulty. So hang on. Right, let's do it this way. So I'm over here. I'm over here. Right, come on, this way. No. Now, in the DS version, all you need to do is get Wario, because you can play as Wario in that one. Stand here and then punch it. But that's not how it works in this. So, I don't know, maybe what you have to do is just get ahead of the snowball. And make sure you don't fall in the snow and then it stops following you. I don't know. I really don't know. It's a puzzle to me and it has been for years. And of course if it touches you then you get knocked out anyway. So that's... I mean that could be the solution. Kick it in the face, except it doesn't have a face. Right, come on. Right, I'm here. Okay. Go. So, maybe I've got to slide all the way down here with it. And then I'll make my way over to the head and then maybe it'll come. No, it just keeps going this way. Make it a face and then kick it. Does this count? So I really don't know. I may come back to this one because I'm just so puzzled by it. I do need to do it eventually because, you know, we're 100% in this game. So I will need to work it out. In the meantime, let's, oh look, there's the princess. Oh no, there's the bows. Oh no, there's a big hole in the floor. Haha, you stepped right into my trap just as I knew you would. I warn you, friend. Watch your step. So, there is a star to be found on this level. And it involves coins of red and not setting on fire!
Mamma mia!
Oh no. Don't die again. Okay, that's good advice. So yeah, this bit is tricky just because the box there is on a little ledge, so you can't easily come back on yourself. You have to stop. Otherwise, Otherwise, you can very easily just fall off. Let's avoid the fire. You've got these awkward platforms as well that are weird. What? Okay, good. Hi, Goombas. You cannot get 100 coins on this level, by the way. I have tried. You can get close, but you can't. There's not 100. But unfortunately, that doesn't count towards the 100%, so that's all good. So you've got these sparky little thingies. I believe they debuted in Super Mario Bros. 2. Or Doki Doki Panic, if you're going to be all actually about it. Right. Coin. Let's be safe about this. I don't want to. I don't want to die in real life, as ET says. Okay, get that coin. Right. Sliding cheese platform. I mean, it's kind of cheesy, I suppose. Oh right, the other one. Yeah. Yes, that one. I see what you mean now. So there's a bit of a cheeky one over here. Run around in circles. Magnemite. Ooh. It's a bit like an alternative interpretation of the things from Jazz Jackrabbit. Okay, so you've got these, which are pretty innovative, aren't they? Look at that! So we'll go up here. No!
Mamma mia!
Somebody will have to... Balls! Mamma mia! Right, no, that didn't activate. Yeah, you see what I mean? You can't do a U-turn jump on there. U-turn jump being that thing, by the way. Oh, I better hurry up before this lot disappears. Wah! Yeah, that was risky, but paid off because I'm good at Super Mario 64. So something that I thought about with this game is the fact that if you compare it to, say, Super Mario World, or any of the 2D Marios would work for this comparison, it's the same game. And I know that sounds like a dumb and obvious thing to say, but if you think of it this way, because I know it's not the same game. Mario World's very different from this, and controls differently, acts differently, and things work differently. But think of it this way, right? The platforms in Mario World equate to an extra axis in this, right? Because both have the same purpose in gameplay. You move up and down platforms in Mario World in the same way as you move left and right, for example, on this. It's all about the motion, and it's all about giving you extra options when it comes to getting around the level. I'm not really explaining that very well, but I do intend to do a video at some point explaining what I mean, because it's kind of the basis. Ah!
Mamma mia!
It's kind of the basis of trying to define a 3D platform, which is rather difficult. Also, my hand now hurts. Thank you, Epic. I hope that you don't poop your pants. I hope you don't mind that I don't stick around for that stream, because it's my bedtime and I really don't want to scare myself silly before bed. Played Fallout, that's scary enough. But yeah, I hope you have a good stream. I will be raiding you. Are you gonna make it a regular? Oh well, I suppose he's probably gone now. I was gonna ask him if he's gonna make 10 o'clock Friday streams a regular thing. Well, if he is still listening. No, okay, that's fine. Well, not regular. Okay. You just happened to be available tonight. Had to talk him into complete. Oh, he's gonna complete it, is he? Well, poor guy. I hope you're gonna pay for him some new Levi's. Or is he more of a Wranglers man? Right, let's be sensible about this. With friends like Skewed, who needs enemies? Indeed. Oh no, can I just point out you said we had to talk him into completing it. So, you know, can't pin all the blame on Skewed, I don't think. Okay. So that's 7. Where is number 8? Oh, there it is. There it is. In a slightly awkward place, but it's fine, I can do it. Thank goodness for these rather awkward camera controls. In fact, there's how to define a 3D platformer. Can you control the camera? If the answer is no, then you've got a 3D platformer. Innocent. Yeah, okay. If you say so. Give me my star. Here we go. Hooray, you bet. Down the pipe. So here he is. Just try to grab me by the tail. Here's the bows. Come on, Mario! Hug the bows! So, the thing with this is that you've got to spin Bowser around by spinning around on a control stick. But the control stick's got an octagonal gate, which makes that rather more difficult. Right. There is a lot of grabbing butts in this game. Oh, balls. You've also got to try and aim for these mines that are in the air. Blow them up. So, if I do it slowly, then I should be able to... There we go! Grrr, I was a bit careless. This was not as I planned. But I still hold the power of the stars, and I still have Peach! Bwahaha! You'll get no more stars from me! I'm finished with the 8-bit, I'll let you go for now. You pay for this later. The Bowers. Yeah, it's not very comfy, is it? Let's get our key! Yeah! Bowser in the Dark World. I don't know how long it took him to come up with that title. So it's cheeky, this. It gives you a key, right? And then you've got this locked door immediately next to that level. So you go up to it, and it's like, this key doesn't fit! Maybe it's for the basement. Also, the castle's not very impressive. Yeah. Hello. Ghost. Anyway, let's go on. Let's get ourselves warmed up for epic streams, shall we? Because go on a ghost hunt. Big Boo's haunt. Come on in here. It is a lot easier to get to Boo's Mansion in this than it is in Paper Mario. Yeah, this level's great. Because look at this. I want to play the piano. Oh no! Oh no, there are chairs and they attack me. And I think if you time it right, you can kick them out of the air. There are ghosts. Okay, I cannot time it right. However, I can. Ghosts! Don't die. Can you get out of here alive? I didn't say I didn't like horror games carte blanche, I just don't like the sort of horror games that, you know, like Outlast. Or, ah! Get out of it, book. What's the other big one? Five Nights at Freddy's, I could probably not do that. Oh my goodness, House. it could very well be. Also, there's these eyeballs that show up from time to time, and all you gotta do is, ow. Get them to look at you, and then just run around them, and then they get confused, and they make a funny noise. Lots of blue coins. It's probably very easy to get 100 coins in this level. I would probably enjoy the early Resident Evil games. I like Alone in the Dark. But I'm not very good at it. I can't work out how to get past the big purple things. I guess I need a hint book. Come here! I love how in this they're all ghosts don't die, but in Paper Mario they're all terrified of being eaten by a tub of blubber. Also, boom! Here comes the Master of Mischief, the Tower of Terror, the Big Boo. Ka-ha-ha! Ka-ha-ha! Interesting. Is that like an explosive laugh? It's like, you know. Hi! I'm gonna bap you on the bum! Oh, I seem to have left the room. Sorry, did not mean to do that. Oh, you've grown back up. Okay. Bap you on the bum, bap you on the bum again. Bum. Bum. No, come on. Come on. There we go. Right on his body. Weather. I watched House at college. We had sort of a film club thing. And House was one of the films. I didn't get it. Maybe I'd have to give it another watch and see if it does anything for me, but yeah, I didn't really get much out of it at the time. It's a strange film, Otto. It's a very strange film. Merry-go-round! That's this way. Merry-go-round is terrifying. Let's go down the lift, except let's not because I'm too impatient. And yeah, actually, now that you say it's 77, it's pretty impressive for what I imagine is a low budget film. It looked very low budget. This is very much like something from Super Mario Bros. 2, in fact. Oh, it's you again? Don't you know when you beat? The Windmilling Ocarina of Time. I'm sure I will experience this at some stage. Kick you up the bum! Come on, come on. I just want to give you a kick up the arse. That's all I want. That's all I want at the moment is just a... Oh, there we go. We got the kick up the bum. There we are. And... here we go. Have I got time to do one more star? Depends what it is, I suppose. Oh, also, let's just get rid of these ghosts. Here we go, the infamous courtyard sign, which actually looks more like what it's supposedly says. Shut up. Yeah, if you're not familiar with this, this was a classic hoax from Mario 64, and it was a massive thing in sort of 2007, and even earlier, very likely. Ellie's Real 2401. Did you do the overtime? Yeah, I did. I did do the overtime thing. You mean this thing?
Time extension.
Oh, very likely skewed. Very, very likely. But no, we're not getting another overtime. I was just demonstrating to Otto. No, I'm quite tired. Unless you've got the Wumpers to pony up for it, I ain't doing another overtime. So yeah, it turns out when... yeah, I know. Bad timing. When this game... there was a massive Nintendo leak a year or so ago, and loads of sort of source code and data came out. And it turns... well, the source code for Mario 64 came out, which is why there is a native PC version now that's widescreen and works really, really well. And it turns out that Luigi was supposed to be in the game. And they cut him out quite late on in development, I believe. But there was a fully modelled Luigi. He didn't have a voice, I don't think. But yeah, it was a thing. Elle was real all along. The huge Sony potato. What? I have no idea what you're saying. Anyway, yeah, it's a stream, I think. Oh, very good, very good. I get you, yes. The massive Nintendo leak can now be found in the hands of the Pokemon Farfetch'd. Anyway, that was a stream, so we've finished Fallout after after much deliberation. Very enjoyable. Love that game. I'm glad that I've finally got to the end of it and experienced, probably not all of it, but, you know, a significant amount of it. Chuffed about that. And Mario 64. Finally started it and streaming that. Oh, I love Mario 64. What a great game. And yeah, now it's time to go and scare ourselves a little bit more after those boos. I mean, there's nothing scarier than a boo, so. But let's see if anything in Outlast can hold a candle to what we just saw. So yeah, we're gonna go and raid Epic now. I don't think he will blame you at all for ducking out because, you know, horror games at this time of night. It's up to you if you want to stick around for it, but anyway, it is what it is. The mood is going to change drastically when you go over there, put it that way. So yeah, thank you all so much for coming along. I always appreciate you coming and watching this stream and spending your Friday evenings with me. It's very humbling to be able to do this for you. Anyway, I won't waste your time. You've 3.5 hours of me rambling. I'm sure that's more than enough for any sane person to handle. So I will hand you over to Epic now. And hey, do you want to know something else? There's another video coming out this week. Keep an eye out for it. Still only a short video, but it's a video nonetheless. Anyway, thank you all for coming along, and I'll see you all on Monday. Thank you and good night.